Okay.
Can you see it?
Well, hi everyone. Um, okay. I was talking and I thought I was live, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. And now I think I actually am. Okay. I was talking and I thought I was live, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. All right. So, people that.
I think I have to get out of here to get back in because
Okay.
it's still not coming up.
Well, now I'm going to comment on. And now I think I actually am. Okay, so hang on. Hi, everyone. All right, so hi, everyone. Let's see. Okay, now my chat came through. Okay. Hi, everyone. It is Friday night. It is day 5 of our virtual in-person, or virtual in person, our virtual warehouse sale and our week long of classes. I had started to stream, and then for some reason it went off. I've got my computer over by me, so who knows? I could have hit stop streaming instead of background sign. I don't know. My mom's here with us, so she wasn't going to be, but she is. So, oh, and somebody commented on YouTube, so. Okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can see that.
Well, actually, yes, I can see the YouTube comments. 2 of them, anyways. Okay. So, it is Friday night. Somebody comment on Facebook and just let me know if you can, everything is all hunky-dory. Okay. Because I don't want to start the flash sale items until we get there. All right. So, yes, it looks like Kathleen can see us, and she commented. Wendy Little commented. Yay. Okay. All right. I think we have it under control.
Well, you do. I don't.
I was saying, and I don't think you guys could hear me because I don't think I was on, but I thought I was on, that at 5:45, the door opened, and I was like, who is that? Because I was thinking, oh, maybe I had an order scheduled to be picked up, or sometimes we get random people walking in, and then I turn around and it's my mom. So she's like, I couldn't leave you all night by yourself, so she came in. I think she has to leave though at 8:00,
At 8,
right?
I have to leave.
To go to her dance party, so she can whoop it up all night. After working all day. So, anyways, the sale code is, still remember to enter that, WS25OFF. So it stands for Warehouse Sale 25 Off. If you're checking out for the second, third, fourth time, if you're checking out for the first time, it will just default. If you're checking out for the second time, third time, click on the shipping drop down and then go down like 2 or 3 and select add-on order. Now, if you've forgotten that earlier in the week, because you were just so excited about ordering, go ahead and go all the way down to the bottom and check pick up at warehouse. Well, I'll combine your orders. I know you're not picking up at the warehouse. Unless you're local, then I might question, hey, are you picking up at the warehouse? But if you paid full price shipping a couple times, go ahead on your today's order, pick up at warehouse, and then it won't charge you any shipping. And like I said, once we get all the orders like collated together with the comments sold, you may owe more for shipping, or I may owe you some shipping back. We wait until that all sorts out, and then we figure it out. Kind of as we're shipping it, we'll look at what the shipping is versus what you paid, and then make an adjustment from there. Along with sale codes too. Like if you missed a sale code and you emailed me, I don't just refund it right away, because I'll do it when we get closer to processing your order, and we'll see where your shipping's at. And if you order comments sold too, that adds a whole nother thing into it. So anyways, yeah, if you're ordering comments sold, that's automatically going to charge shipping. So go ahead and pick a pickup at warehouse, so then it doesn't charge you shipping on one of your sale orders.
So Sarah's looking at those orders. I'm looking at those orders. You customers are looking at the orders, and It'll be right.
Yeah, we'll get it all. We get it all together because there's like 3 factors in here. There's your regular order, there's your flash sale orders, and then there's your comment sold orders, and then there's might be like an add-on order because we were short on something in the warehouse like gold pearl linen or pearl white lava that you emailed, and I said, yep, I can add that onto your order. So there's all of that, but we get it figured out in the end. So let's go through and do our flash sale items tonight. Now tonight's flash sale items most of them are more expensive. So the freebie item is at $50 and it is going to be, a printed grab bag, a mini one, not a full size 8.5 by 11 one, but a printed grab bag, which I've done these before for comments sold, where it's just all of my misprints when I'm testing stuff, or I do wrong math and so extras print, or the color's not right, or I printed on the wrong color. So there's like all these pre-prints and I'm going to collate them into like a pre-print grab bag for you for $50 orders for tonight. So let's get on to flash sales. So like I said, some of these are more expensive. So it's your purple Miri lava. All the lavas are discontinued. This is the only one we have left in parent size sheets. So it's normally $17.50 on sale for $12, and you'll get it for $9 after you enter your sale code. And then we have some of the glitters that are just overstock. These are all the same. $17.50 on sale for $12. You get them for $9. So you have the, what is this one? The Orchid Ice. I'm trying to read it backwards. The Orchid Ice. These are 10 counts. The Pink Quartz. The Grape Royale. The Radiant Violet. And the Magenta Marble. You can tell that the pinks are a little bit slower mover, so that's why they are. This one is a glitter. But we had to get a lot of it when we got it. So this one is $17.50 marked down to $10, and then you get it for $7.50. So it's the Blue Jewel. Really pretty for snowflakes, ocean, beachy, just a nice color. I'm a teal girl, so, or aqua or whatever, so those work for me. The next one is Nude Text, normally $10, on sale for $6, and you'll get it for $4.50. This is 25 sheets of nude text. So this is the lighter weight. It's not the cardstock weight. Great for layering, great for text inserts, great for like forming flowers and stuff like that. Sticker paper. Our sticker paper recently went up in price from $7 per 10 to $10 per 10, but I decided to do a flash sale, so I marked it's at 10. I marked it down to 7, and then you'll get it for $5.25. So I gave it to you for the old price for the white matte sticker paper. This is the crack and peel back. I use it for a lot of strips and things like that. Then we have our adhesive backed printable acetate. This is normally $12, and it's 5 sheets. Normally $12, marked it down to $8, so you'll get it for $6, so you'll get it half off. Then there's a holographic variety, and I didn't have a picture with just the 3 that I'm doing. The picture shows more than 3, so it is 12 count, 3 stocks, and it is 4 of each one. So it's the lava, the gallium, the confetti, and I'm doing backwards, and the lava. So 8.5 by 11, 12 sheets, 4 of each one. And that is normally $21, on sale for $14, and then you get it for $10.50. Then we just have a lot of this. I don't know why. Our Absinthe Miri Sparkle, 5 sheets, normally $12, on sale for $9, and then you get it for $6.75. That's the paper. And then I have a whole bunch of dies. So let me get to the dies. So that's why this flash sale is like 3 pages long on my website. So make sure you click page 2 and page 3. So first of all, there's some of the, there we go, the Z-Fold card making dies. And these ones, I think most of these don't have the layers for them. I mean, the new layering die sets, they have like this is the honeycomb one. You can get honeycomb layers, but we don't have like the bigger new die sets. So this one, any of the card making dies are normally $9.50, and they're on sale for $6, and so then you get them for $4.50. Flash sale is on Sunday. Did I put that it's on Saturday? Flash sale or
No,
comment?
Comment sold.
Comment sold. Did I put it was on Saturday?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not.
Comment sold is on Sunday. Linda just commented. If I put Saturday, I'm going to go in there and change that. So, anyways, any of the card making dies like this, which I'm going to do a few of them, are normally $9.50 on sale for $6, and then you'll get them for $4.50. So the triple honeycomb, the triple, or just the regular square, which this one I demoed last week. The oval. This one would be a good one to get the triple scallop square. This one does have the new layers to it. The triple square, this one does not have layers. The fancy label, that one does have the layers. Whoops, that one. And then the cupcake. Oh, Linda wants to know what I'm selling now. Every night I do a flash sale. So not comment sold. Comment sold is on Sunday. And then I'm doing the class. So cards. So Linda, if you didn't finish your cards, you could do them with me now. So then we have the zigzag border. That one is normally $13, on sale for $8. And then you get it for $6. Triple oval mini slimline. So these are flash sales. Triple oval mini slimline. Normally $28, on sale for $19, and then you get it for $14.25. Same price for the stitched dot mini slimline layering die set. The mini slimline honeycomb is normally $25, on sale for $16, and then you'll get it for $12. 2 word dies, and I'm doing these because Rob's going to redo this one with a shadow. And this one was redone with a shadow, so I still have inventory that I'm trying to get rid of. So these are both 11, marked down to 8, and then you'll get them for $6. So almost half off. The word vacation for scrapbooks, or 20, marked down to 10, and you'll get it for $7.50. These 2 dies I have a plethora of. So they are on the front sale page plus on the flash sale page. These are marked down from, one of them's 8, one of them's $7.50, marked down to 3, so you'll get them for $2.25. I just have a lot. I don't know why. But you can always use more circles and squares. This bigger circle set, this is the, this is 1 5/8. So it would be a layer on the bib card if you wanted it. Circles for normally $9, on sale for $5, and you'll get it for $3.75. 2 more, and then we have the simple pop-out die. This one is normally $17, on sale for $12, and then you'll get it for $9. This makes little pop-outs on the inside, like a little bump-out thing on the inside of a card. And then the slider card making die. This one's normally $16, on sale for $10, and you'll get it for $7.50. So those are all of our flash sale items for today. And then remember, if you order $50, you're going to get a mini pre-print grab bag. So that's that. And let's go down to the table because we are doing 10 cards today. So
You have to take it down to the table.
oh, you're right. I have to take it down to the table. Hang on a second. Resituating. Hopefully I don't hit the wrong button and then stop it from streaming, which is what I think happened last time. So let's see. Overhead view. There we go. Ooh, yep, my hands are moving. Okay, we're there. Yeah, when I'm looking at it at my computer screen, I can see it. I can see that my paper is like highly crooked, which it's probably not my paper, it's my camera. We are doing cards, which is 10 cards. So let's just look at the cards we're doing first. Before my mom leaves, we are going to do the magic card. We're not going to start with that one. And we are going to do the horizontal banded Z fold. So these 2 we'll do for sure before my mom leaves. Then we have a Halloween one, a cowboy one, an autumn one, a sympathy one, a guy one, a birthday. So you did get this die in your kit, but we did cut it for you. So yeah, that comes cut, but you do have the die in your set. And then we're doing another sympathy one, but it has other words, so you could just put a thinking of you or whatever you wanted. So I think we're going to start with that one. And that's the square card in the pack, so you should be able to find that one. So let's start with the square card, in which you need some blending brushes and inks. Now, this one, you don't necessarily need these colors. You can do whatever colors you want. So let's open our kit. Oh, you put the Brass and Bliss code, link to their code, their sale page. You put the
Yes.
Brass and Bliss, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
I put your sale code on, I put the Brass and Bliss sale page, and I'm putting a link to tonight's
Flash sale.
flash sale. Yeah.
So, all right. We have our card base and our black layer. And I was going to do this one on an A2, but then I just switched to a square just because it uses the whole stamp. And it's up to you. I saw people in person do this different ways. So I printed it twice, like it's printed right here, because this section I popped up. And so some people in person did colored right here and then just did all black and white, so they did not color this one. And other people did black and white in the background and then just this part popped up. So you can do whatever you want to do. So also in here is a black layer that you don't really need. Sometimes I will put the kits together and then I'll make the sample after, in which case I did that, and I was thinking about outlining that, but with the color back there, I didn't really need to outline it. So you have an extra piece of black, so you can just set that aside for something later. And then your Polaroid frame right here, I cut that off. So see how I just cut the Polaroid frame down to make a frame. So that's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to cut.
Is this what we're working on?
Yep, that's what we're working on. So I'm just going to cut this off. And I want to say that it's about 3/8 of an inch, that frame. I just eyeballed it and cut. So that's what I cut first, is I just cut the bottom of that frame off of there. And then I am cutting out this printed one, because that's the one that's going to fit behind the frame. And then you have words, so you could do sympathy. I should have done like enjoy every moment or something instead of sympathy, because I had the other card that was sympathy.
Happy Friday, everyone. On all of the Facebook pages that were on both the Facebook pages that Sarah's on, and on the YouTube page, YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us tonight.
For joining us all week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's been a week, and we still have Sunday to go. So anyways, if you want to brush blend it so it comes out, you know, fairly the same or similar, you can take this piece and just kind of line it up with your branches for where it goes. And if you want, you know, unless you're going to do what I said and leave one of these white and color the other one, if you just want to color the inside one, you're just going to brush blend here. If you want to do this one and leave this one white, then put it off to the side. But yeah, in person people did different stuff. So, and that's kind of what my kits are about. I give you the idea, and then you can just have at her and do whatever you want.
Just as a reminder, if you're watching this live and you're missing any pieces, just post it on here and I will write Sarah a note. If you're watching it on a replay, email Sarah at sarah@thepapercut.com.
Yes.
And she'll make sure that you get the missing pieces.
Okay, so yeah, first we're lining this up, and I just have a piece of tape that's not very sticky. I'm trying to figure out where it lines up. There we go. Approximately, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to do the same colors that I did before. Which I'm missing one of the ink pads. Now, how can that be? I just got them out. So hang on one second. I'm going in the other room to get my blue ink pad. All right.
Oh, and that flash sale is 3 pages long, right? Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I cut my hair this morning all by myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's braver than I would be. So I'm picking up my color. And I'm going to start in this corner, and I'm going to get lighter as it goes. Now, I did start with blue in the corner, even though it looks like purple, because I did my purple after. I actually prefer a bigger blending brush when I'm doing a bigger area. So hang on a second. There we go. Oh, Barb says thank you for all the great cards.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment. I'm always worried about it. You know, I don't know whether I can keep making cards that, you know, that don't all look the same.
So that came through on YouTube, Sarah.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see that. Yeah, because it has a little red symbol when it comes across on YouTube.
Yep.
So, and I didn't fill it in all the way over here because I wanted it just to kind of look wispy. So, and then I'm going to go to my purple ink
Crash.
pad. Now, we did have a, for our in-person sale, we had like a Baker's Dozen special on ink pads, and we sold a ton of ink pads. But I am doing a special on ink pads on Sunday for our comments sold. I mean,
That's super.
you guys have gotten a lot of, you know, some of them from me in class kits. I can't kind of do it how I had it set up in person, but I'm going to try something and we'll see.
Birds on Branches. I really like that card. Oh, man.
Yeah. Now I have seen this one with like yellows and oranges too, and that's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I'm getting a little bit of purple up in the top area. I just thought I would do that. So yeah, you can do basically whatever you want. I mean, you could have done it in tans too if you wanted.
So, Sarah, cards, kits are still available.
I don't have those online, but I do have a few left.
You do have it online.
Do I? I don't think I do.
I just wanted to make sure virtual.
No, I can look at it. Oh yeah, I do have it online. Okay.
Are they still?
Yeah, I still have some.
Okay.
So I'll just leave it there.
I just wanted to check with you, make sure.
Oh, so Misty wants to know about the flash sale. So Misty, for the flash sale, you're just going to go to the sale page, which I think my mom posted it.
Look up right. Should be right above your
So for the flash sale, basically, it is items that I put on our sale page, and there's a big box there that's red that says click here for flash sale. Those items are available for 3 hours, and then they will go away. So they're usually discounted 45 to 50% if you enter your sale code. So the price that you see is the discounted price, and then you enter your sale code, and then you get another 25% off. So that's how the flash sale works.
If you use the link that I put out there, that's a copy and paste link if you're on Facebook, because for some reason the link doesn't work directly from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So you can copy and paste it, and that takes you right to the flash sale.
Right. That'll take you right to the flash sale. Or if you're just manually clicking, you'll go to the sale page, and there will be a big red box, and you click on that. And then there's like 3 pages of sale stuff. So see, this is, some people did this in person where they just left it white in the middle. Some people left it white on the outside and just popped up this part. So totally up to you what you want to do. I'm going to attach it to the back, and I'm going to pop it up. And you can double pop it, so you can pop this guy up, and then you can pop your frame up if you wanted to. But Misty, if you've never done the comment sold, that's all
Sunday.
type of different stuff.
That'll be Sunday at 6.
Sunday at 6 o'clock, yeah, which we're going to get on a few minutes early. My mom's going to be coming from work, so Jenny and I will get on a few minutes early, like 10 minutes early, and try and get all questions answered and make sure we get everybody registered. And then we will, I'm going to try to start at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to...
Misty said, whoops, I mistyped. See what happens when you sneak? Well, she has placed 3 flash sale orders. I meant the comment live sale.
Oh.
Okay.
So I did earlier today post a tutorial of like kind of how you get registered and what your account page looks like. And I think that goes through it, the basics of the comment sold live sale.
Okay.
But on Sunday, what happens, so right now we're just going to put this together. On Sunday, what happens is you'll be on Facebook, and I'll hold things up, and there will be a thing over my head telling you what to enter. So it might say, if you want it, you type in the word sold space and then whatever the number is. And I'll repeat that like 15,000 times throughout the day. So, but Misty, the one thing with the comment sold, the 2 websites are not connected. So if you have stuff in your basket for the paper cut website, go ahead and check that out, because comment sold is totally separate. That's what I mean. We've got different things going on here. And I'll combine those orders in-house, but they won't translate as combined on the computer. But that's why we hold all the orders, and then we will combine them after the fact, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to pop.
At this point in time, Sarah, nothing makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kathleen. She just sent in her order and forgot one item, so there are 2 orders.
Okay, that's fine. They did come through, now that I know to look. So yeah, it's a lot going on, and we could do them, and we would probably be able to ship stuff quicker if we just shipped everything separate. But with the combining everything, it takes a little bit longer. So it took us a few weeks to get through orders. If you need something by a certain time frame, please let us know, and we will do our very best. Because we will start shipping orders next week. But remember, it's only Brian and I out there in the warehouse. We don't have Speedy Becky pulling orders.
And Slowpokey Mama has to come in early on Monday so that I can finish collating all those orders.
I might pick some out. The ones that I think have only placed one order, the
Okay.
names that I don't recognize. Just so I can start entering them Sunday night. So,
I should take some home and do some more work on them on Saturday. You're not gonna be here. on
I'll be
Saturday?
here all day Saturday because I'm
Really?
working on comment sold. So yeah, if you want to scoot in here on Saturday and we can have a little chitty chatty, and
All right.
I'll be here because I'll be working on comment sold.
Okay. I wanna see my neighbor on Saturday. I hope to get out there and talk to him about moving that bench.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I'm going through class kits, pieces, and parts, trying to get those going, or more of them, for this sale. But never fear, I never run out. So now I'm going to pop this one up, and I'm only going to put one strip of foam tape over here, but then I have to double up my foam tape over here.
Brian says Sarah needs a long vacation. She is going on a long
I am going on a
vacation.
long vacation in
Yeah.
October.
When is that in October, Sarah?
It's October 18th.
Okay.
I got to make sure my computer stays plugged in.
Yeah, well, must be because I'm seeing it working just fine.
Well, no, but you're not seeing it, the little plug, and that it's at, I want to keep the power going.
Oh yeah, you didn't get.
I did put tape on there.
Okay.
I put new tape on there.
Sarah needs a long vacation. Yes, she does.
I got one coming up. Alrighty, so that's card number 1. Enjoy every moment. Alright, let's go on. I'm just going to, this one was the next one on the pile.
Don't forget there are a couple of hard ones that we have to do.
Yeah,
before
we will do those.
It's,
I might do those next.
okay, 6:35.
So now we're doing the cowboy one. We're just going to keep plugging along here. In here, there's some brads. So when you dump it out, don't lose your brads. We have our envelope. We have our scored card. We have our black layer. Then we have our Grocer Craft layer, and I was trying to be efficient and did them in the middle. So we die cut them at the same time. We die cut this frame and these guys at the same time. So I don't think about always doing that, but since we had to die cut this one and that one, we did that. And you can use whatever horse you want, because we're covering this up with this one. So since I have a guy, I think I'm going to make a girl. But I might just pop these guys out of here and just have them. Actually, they'll probably go into a grab bag at some point.
If you want to see the things that I posted and don't want to look through all of the comments on the Paper Cuts Facebook page, hop on over to Brass and Bliss Facebook page.
Because there aren't as many comments.
There aren't as many comments, that's right.
Okay. Good tip. So we're going to attach that layer down first. Whew, it's hot in here. Or maybe it's just me.
I think it's you.
Went and picked up my, John and I went and picked up our race packets today.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So now it's for real.
So now it's for real. It's happening. I told him, I said, I ran 3 miles today. And he's like, I ran 6.
Oh, good for you, John.
Which that was probably easy for him. But I am grateful that he is like going to run with me.
Oh, yes.
I said, you need to talk the whole time. John's a yacker. So,
Yeah, he is.
so I'm like, you need to talk to me the whole time. He's like, well, I'll be listening to music too. I'm like, I listen to music too, except I don't have like the headphones. So I listen to it out loud, which that's probably not appreciated when you're at a group event.
So, you know, if he's listening to music, Sarah, I know he's rocking it.
Yeah. So I'll have to tell him, here, give me one of your, because he listens to wired ones. He said he doesn't like the wireless.
Yes.
So we should just run really close so I can have one earbud and he can have the other earbud.
That's really close, Sarah.
Yeah. Well, maybe he could carry me.
Maybe you could, you should get some wireless ones that you can wear.
I know, but wireless ones, I feel like they're falling out of my head. That's the problem with wireless ones.
Oh, I get
And
it.
now that I haven't ran with them, I don't know that I should throw that into the mix. So, anyways, I'm going to punch holes in these 4 corners. I'm using a Japanese screw punch. You can use a hole punch. You can use just a piercing tool, whatever you want. Up here comes Dodge. He's like, you guys are having way too much fun in there. We gotta see what's going on.
No, Dodge, we still don't have any food in here. There's still nothing to eat in here.
But
sweetheart.
he's
You
not.
ate supper
Yeah,
anyway.
he's not starving. Don't let him fool you. So there is like a chip.
You need water? Do you need water? Did he have water?
I think I gave him water today, but he might have drank it all. Maybe he wants water.
You want some
Do you want to go
water?
give him
Let's
some
see.
water? Anyways, there is like a chip. So I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see live times. I don't know. But it's the Fox Cities marathon and half marathon. I'm doing the half. Have a band following me. That would be nice. I'm going to tell John he just has to sing whatever he's listening to on his
Anytime I don't finish my water these days, I give it to Dutch.
yeah. Okay, now I need my little pounder. Earbuds. I've never tried earbuds that go over the ear. Because yeah, I do have some wireless ones, but they're like kind of big and clunky, so they kind of feel like they're falling out. Bluetooth that are on a cord that go around your neck, huh? Maybe I'll have to try that tomorrow and then go for a short run tomorrow. Because people are giving me suggestions on different little things. Because I really would like to listen to music. But I don't want to, like I do run with my phone, and I did figure out shorts that my phone can go in my pocket. But I could always tell John, hey, let's sync mine to yours. You carry, you know, the phone.
Yep.
And then I'll just be listening to whatever music you're listening to, John. But yeah, I finally got compression shorts that my phone doesn't feel like it's sliding down.
Oh, good.
Figured that out.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, this wood grain.
Have a band following you.
Yeah.
That's fun, Kathleen.
This wood grain background, I was going to do it in Grocer Craft. And then I decided to do it in black. I think it looks stunning in black.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that taped on there very straight. It's just going to be what it is going to be. All right.
When we had a restaurant, guys would come in. Our kitchen was open, and Boogie was behind the sandwich board making sandwiches and stuff. And I was running the cash register right in front of him. And guys would come in, and I'd say, "Hi, boyfriend," and they'd smile and grin, and Bogey'd look up, and he'd say, "She says that to everybody." So today I had 3 boyfriends come in at Costco. Bogey's probably saying, "Oh God, here she goes again."
Except he wasn't there to tell him, hey, she says that to everybody. For your horse, I just pulled out a brown ink pad and I'm just distressing it a little. Oh, and I'm sweating too. So now my horse is a little wet. Oh, geez. Oh, I think I'm just getting some of my sweat out that I'm going to be sweating on Sunday.
That is such a fun card.
Yeah.
God, I like that card. I'm going to have to go through your cards too.
Well, a lot of my cards got sold at the warehouse sale,
Yeah, I know.
but there's still a good number of them up there because I make lots of cards.
No. I just have lots of boyfriends and girlfriends too. I had girlfriends come in today too.
All right.
And then I have kid friends. Oh, the kid friends are the best.
The
There
kids.
she is.
Oh, because do you get the same kids coming in?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always ask the kids, so are you my official taster tester today? I've been waiting all day for you.
Oh, really?
You have got the most important job in the whole house. And they just grin from ear to ear. Like,
That's
yes.
fun. So I'm putting this one on the other side just because I'm putting the horse.
Yeah, Bernice says everything will be fine as long as you remember to breathe
And hydrate.
and hydrate. Yes.
I won't have trouble breathing. I'll be huffing and puffing. Although,
That's not so funny. Sometimes I forget to breathe when I'm dancing. Chuck will say, breathe.
yeah. Well, my run this morning was at a faster pace than I normally run.
Mm-hmm.
And John said, I'm not letting you do that tomorrow. He's like, you're staying, because usually I start out too fast
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm tired. And he's like, I'm not letting you do that. You start out too fast and then so.
Yep.
Anyways, there is that card. Let's go on to the magic card because my mom's going to leave. Well, she's going to leave in, well, let's do one more. Let's do this one because this one's a pretty easy one.
Thanks, Jessie. She said, great cards.
Thank you. Okay, now I gotta find a little kit for that one. That's the autumn card. There's probably more of them in this kit because we're doing 10 cards that don't have, like, there's brush blending and there's assembly stuff on, there's, more major assembly stuff on 2 of them. And then there's brush blending on some. And then there's a fair number that are, where we're just assembling them because to do 10 cards in 3 hours, you kind of need that.
It's hot in here now.
See, you're hot now too.
Oh, God.
See, it's not just me.
No, it's not. So, Sarah, you can see everything that they're posting on.
Yeah, I can see Jesse's great cards, and then I can see Kathleen.
Can you see things from
Brass and Bliss. I don't know. What was something that was posted on Brass and
love
Bliss?
love the brands.
Oh, yes, I can see that
Okay,
one.
that's from Becky Harrison.
Yeah, but I can't tell, like, who... I mean, I can't tell which Facebook page it's coming
Okay.
from. So, all right. And thank you, Kathleen. Okay, so we have our card. We have our overlay. We have our gold layer, which is going to end up going behind there. And then we have this layer and a word and a little strip and
These
a
are all
sunflower.
great cards, which are so good that you made me buy some Brass and Bliss craft supplies.
All right. So this is on our gold pearl linen, and I did print it with my color laser printer, and I thought it just printed beautifully, which I didn't know when I started with it. So this one's the gold pearl linen, which I do still have. If you want gold pearl linen, You need to email me, though. I didn't put it on because I was worried about overselling it, and it is in one of the Christmas card kits too. So that's why I'm keeping a little back. And this is on the natural white pearl linen. And what I did here was I printed the words. I gave you 2 word choices, and I was like, well, how was I going to do that? So I gave you 1 word choice, or if you turn it around and you're like, you don't want the autumn one, the other one is about friends. Friends make the world beautiful. And even though the words stick up right there, like, you can cover that up with your sunflower. So, and if you want your words down a little bit, that's fine. You just need to cut off the bottom. So, but yeah, I wanted to give you a couple word choices because not everybody sends autumn cards, but I thought the friends saying was very nice. So I'm actually going to put the friends saying on there. And so I'm going to cut a little bit off down here because I want my friends' words to be more centered in there. So I'm going to cut off about 1/4 of an inch down there. So depending on which saying you want, you're going to attach,
Oh, I like that card.
you're going to attach this inside there. And then you're going to attach it onto your gold layer. And then on my sample, I did pop up my sunflowers. So let's start attaching. First, I'm going to put adhesive on the back of my overlay. Because I think autumn cards are really pretty, but that's not a card that I would send. But
What
I
does it
would.
say? What does that autumn thing say?
It says autumn, the season that teaches us that change can be beautiful. So that's not necessarily.
Oh, I would love that card to give to my boss who is leaving and going to work for Costco.
Okay. Well, this one has thank you on it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, you can have the card when I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then the other saying says, friends make the world beautiful. So I've got adhesive on this, and I'm just going to kind of set that down and pick that up.
Get my hands all over that card before Joshy comes home and gets it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to attach it to the brushed gold.
Is he home for this run?
He's coming home because he's running it too.
Oh. Oh, good for Josh.
But I texted him and asked him when he was coming home, and he hasn't texted me back. I mean, no shocker.
Yeah.
All right, so then we're going to attach that to the card front. This is just kind of showing you that you can use the window overlays. You know, you don't need to have the window overlay kits like that were on flash sale the other night. You could use window overlays just on an A2 card.
Kathleen said you could send it to her.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Are you gonna give it to her, or are you gonna mail it to her?
I'm going to give it to her.
Uh-huh.
I think she's starting at Costco next week. Poor thing, she's still answering questions from CDS. You know, we have trouble during the day. Oh, call Karen, find out.
All right, so then you can pick a word, and I have this other flower, but I am going to cut some foam tape to put behind my, to raise my frame up. So.
They still don't have a replacement for her.
So my mom's, was she your boss?
Mm-hmm.
For CDS,
Yes.
but now she's going to work for Costco. So she's
Yes.
basically working in the same building,
Yes.
but a different role in a different company, and people are still relying on her
Yes.
as a CDS employee,
That's
but she's now a Costco employee.
That is exactly right.
So it's probably going to take people a bit to.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't mean to. That's kind of a compliment for her that she just kind of knows,
Oh yeah. For sure.
and she's approachable.
Mm-hmm. She took really good care of me 3 weeks ago when I
Oh, when you were dizzy.
was dizzy Lizzie here. And then Sarah came running with Patty.
Yeah.
Simple but beautiful, yes. That's what I like about it.
I have to keep watching my, yep, it's still plugged in. When I moved my computer, my cord kind of went a little bit wonky, and so I have to make sure it stays plugged in.
It would beep at us, wouldn't it?
It would not beep, it would just all of a sudden beep and go off.
Oh,
But every once in a while on a Friday night, on the Friday night class, like Facebook has, like, so if anything happens where it stops streaming, you know, we'll try to get it back on the same feed. But if it's not working, then we will start another feed. That's happened before on Friday nights, where
Yes.
you're either on too long or Facebook. Wasn't that last year where Facebook said that we were fraud and you
Yeah.
quickly,
they kicked us off.
they almost kicked us off because then you quickly said,
No.
yeah, you messaged them and said, no, this is real or something.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh,
Or was that during a comment sold?
I don't remember when it was, but I
I remember you went on there and
was answering too fast. So many comments, so fast.
oh, that they must have thought you were a bot or something.
Yeah. Jessie, sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers too. And when we had our restaurant and had our gardens down below our deck, oh, we planted beautiful sunflowers. And then we did the same thing in the prairie out in front of our restaurant.
I'm going to cut my words, so you do have 2 words to choose from here. And I'm going to just cut. I'm going to give my mom the 1 card as soon as I'm done so I don't forget. I don't think it matters that I'm a little bit off, you know, not perfectly straight on the end because I'm going to cover it up with the sunflower anyways. So yeah, I think I've asked the question before about whether you mind when I have images colored, and most of you said no, rock on. Oh, I didn't know that Virginia said that Kansas was the sunflower state. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So tonight when I go to the group class at my dance studio is followed by an open dance party. And so one of my boyfriends from Costco is coming to dance with me. Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. I'm just going to leave that one there. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the magic card.
All right. He's not really a boyfriend. You have to understand that. He's just a friend that happens to be a boy.
All right. So this is the magic card. Now, we were kidding so many cards that I decided that you guys have done magic cards enough that I don't need to cut everything for you. So I did not spoil you with this magic card. So sorry, but this was like one of the last ones that we did. So I decided we weren't going to cut the slider. You're going to cut the slider. So in the kit, you have the magic card die cut, which is this, which we're going to need out pretty quick. We have the circle. We have the frame that you can set aside along with your envelope. You have the words, those you can set aside. This happy birthday word, leave that out because we need that pretty quick. This black strip set aside. Leave out your acetate and your pre-printed half sheet. And this is how I didn't spoil you. I gave you a pre-printed one. We normally cut these out with a die, but yes, we were getting down to the wire and we decided you guys can cut them. I have faith in you that you will be able to cut your slider. And also, maybe after you cut your slider, you're like, oh, I'd rather have the die. So let's cut out a slider to begin with. In the directions, because this kit is really old, so it's like one of our oldest kits. It's actually our first die cut kit. So yeah, it's just a fun one. And in the instructions, you get a picture like this to use as a template to cut out your slider and stop. Now, since I've been doing cards, I've been doing this all for you. And sometimes I even put the tape on the ends of the sliders and stops. But this time, you guys have done so many magic cards with me, well, a lot of you have, that I know you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. Just like on Sunday. I need to keep repeating that to myself. You can do it. That's what John said. It's all mental. You've trained. It's all mental from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we are cutting our sliders and stops. And I did this in the car when I taught classes.
Oh God, I did so many things in the car when we were
Yeah. So, and you get 2 extra too. So anyways, this side piece, this piece that came off of one of the sides, is now going to become our stop. So this is our slider. Our stop is a paper loop. And you want it wide, so you want extra space in there. I'm going to show you what not to do also. So I'm cut one paper loop, and I am going to attach it, but I'm going to attach this with a little bit of adhesive right there, and I'm going to attach it. But I'm going to show you what not to do. This is what not to do. Do not do your stop super tight. So don't do it. I can't even do it. I can't even make myself do it. Don't do your stop super tight like this, because if you're crooked and you're cutting, it's not going to easily slide up and down, or if you have anything crooked. So you don't want it tight like this. So this is a no. Don't cut it tight. This is a yes. You want it with extra space so it can freely slide up and down. Now when you're attaching it, use some type of narrow adhesive so you don't have adhesive going all over the place. So yes, a lot of the times these are put together for you. So you want a paper loop that slides easily up and down and has extra space in it. Slides easily up and down. So now we can set that aside. We did the hard work.
Look at that. Sarah's got all the faith in you.
Yep. I knew you could do it. And we were having a time crunch too. So, and sometimes in the very, very, very beginning of teaching virtual classes, I even put the tape up here at the top for you. I think I do that a lot for you, is put the tape up there. So now I'm letting you spread your wings and do it from almost beginning to end, because you didn't do the printing and the stamping. But you're first going to line up your image, line up your acetate image on your cardstock image, because then you know what is the front. Then we're going to flip it over. So line up your image, then flip it over, and then you're going to add tape at that very top edge. Now, I always say to use the narrowest tape you have, like 1/8 of an inch, is best, and stay as close, 1/8, 3/8, and stay as close to that top edge as possible. So we determined what our front and back was, and then we put tape up at that top edge. Then we line our images up starting at the bottom. Don't line them up starting at the top because your tape might stick when you don't want it to. So line it up starting at the bottom. So line it up starting at the bottom. Make sure they're lined up. I did the one group of friends magic card earlier this year, and I just really like this one. I just think it's such a fun image. So stick it.
Kathleen, that goes both ways.
Yeah,
She
you.
said you're too good to us.
Oh, you guys are too good to us.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
supporting us over all these years and during our sales and everything, and all your kind words and kind emails. So this is what you should be looking at. You should have your acetate stuck to your cardstock. Now you're going to use your scissors, and I like to use a bigger scissors. Some people use a personal paper trimmer, so if you want to do that, I just have trouble seeing the edge of my acetate in my personal paper trimmer, so I like to just take a scissors and follow the edge of the acetate and cut flush all the way around. I remember the very first time I taught this class, and this was on a whim, like right before I think I did a one-of-a-kind thing, and I was, at the end of that, I was like, oh, and I think I might teach a class, and it was a magic card class.
Oh.
And then that was my first virtual class, minus, the OOAK. It was my first one all by myself. Not by myself, because I had people here with me, but first one on my channel. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. Well, it was a magic card class. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I had to, I didn't know that there was the delay. So I would talk, and then people would ask questions, and I'd have to rip it apart, because it did it. So then I realized that, I have to repeat myself multiple times in order for the feed to keep up with me to answer questions. So it was a whole learning curve.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's I still struggle with that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and we did just where we held my phone above me, and then we got a selfie stick and held it out like that. It was crazy. And then we finally graduated to cameras and tripods and all that stuff. So this strip goes up at the top. Now, I didn't think of this. I saw this on a different magic card where they had the word up at the top here, and I was like, that's brilliant. After 20 years of doing magic cards, I never thought to put a word at the top edge of my magic card on the strip that you use to cover up the tape. So if you don't want this as a birthday card, you turn it over. But I printed that up there, and yes, I saw a sample. So we're going to attach that to the flush edge, or flush to the top edge, and then the circle you're going to attach to the back, and it attaches a little bit less than half, so it fits in the envelope.
There's always something to learn, Sarah.
Yeah.
Always.
I thought I was like, huh, cool.
Why didn't I think of
Why did I think of that? So flush to the top edge.
trying to
Flush.
pick up my mess so that
Okay. Dodge doesn't come in here and grab it off the table. So flush to the top edge, and then the circle attach a little bit less than half. Oh, nice. Kathleen was there for both first OOAK and first class. I didn't get it totally flush, so you see a tiny bit of my white right there, which I'm just going to be okay with that. That's okay. So yeah, it has been an adventure, hasn't it? Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up, so we have this all ready to go. We have our acetate, our cardstock, that attached, our circle to the back. We have our slider and stop ready to go. Now we are on our magic card. And I know we've talked about this before, but so when you have a score, you have an indent, because our score machine goes clunk and it like indents the paper in, and on the other side is a bump. So right now we're going to place this in front of us. So the bumps are up. I can feel the bumpity part, and it's like a T to our belly. So my belly is right here. My belly is here. I don't know if you can see my belly. But so it's like a T-shaped piece. I call that my T-shaped piece. Oh yeah, and adhesive. Virginia's reminding me. So on the back of here, I'll use adhesive, just regular Scotch tape on the bottom of my circle. So on the bottom right here, I sometimes forget about that, because then right here when it's sliding in and out, this circle won't get caught on this edge. So this tape just kind of smooths that out so it doesn't get stuck. Because sometimes if your circle is sticking up a little bit, it can get stuck there. Good reminder, Virginia. All right, now we are going to attach our slider and our stop, and that goes in the upper right-hand corner and then down at the bottom. So it'll attach flush to this top edge, top right edge, and then so you're going to put tape just on, I'm looking for my Sharpie. You're just going to put tape on the top and the bottom, so right here and right here, and then that gets attached to the upper corner and then down at the bottom. Oh, here's my Sharpie. Yeah, it took me a little bit to start working with Sharpies and things like that when virtual all started. But I really think teaching virtual has helped me become a better in-person teacher too.
Oh, without a doubt.
All right. So tape on the top and the bottom only, and then attach it flush to the upper right hand corner of your T, and then it will just kind of attach to the bottom. And then put your little stoppy thing all the way at the bottom. So your little stop, put that all the way at the bottom. Well, usually I color that.
Wendy Little said one of the few good things that came out of COVID was finding you on OOK.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then the first Thursdays. Yeah. What an adventure it has been. It has been a real trip.
Mm-hmm. It took us a bit to figure it out, but it was good. All right. It definitely has me making more cards than ever before. So I put my stop all the way at the bottom. I haven't put tape on that yet, but I will be putting tape on it. Eventually I will be putting tape right here, right here, and right here. But now we're going to take our acetate and our cardstock. I use my forefinger to separate my acetate and my cardstock, and then my T, I slide this on the bottom of my T up to the score. It does go past the score, but only slide it up to the score. So again, you're going to separate your acetate from your cardstock with your pointer finger. Then you're going to slide it on the bottom section of your T up to the cardstock. So now you will be looking at your image in black and white upside down. And then we're going to fold this up and just turn it over, and now we're going to look. We can see our image in black and white. And yes, I did cut off the giraffes a little bit, but when you pull it up, you see them all the way. Oh, I got adhesive, so make sure you have a clean work surface. But now I can pull it up and they turn color. So it's black and white. When you pull it up, it turns color. And then push them back down, flip it back over, resituate it to make sure it's centered left to right. Our stop you want at the bottom. Then we're going to put adhesive there. we're going to fold that over and it's going to attach right here to the back of our card. So again, we're going to put adhesive right on our little stoppy thing. Adhesive on our little stoppy thing. Now, I'm pretty good with my ATG, but if you're not comfortable with where your tape is going, then you might want to use something smaller. So I put it's all the way at the bottom. Make sure it's centered left to right. We've got adhesive on it, and then we're going to fold it over, and it attaches to the back of our printed image. Now we're going to flip it one more time and make sure it pulls out and it stops. See, it stops because I have that stop on there.
Wendy Little, what Facebook page are you watching on? It's interesting. I see your comment on YouTube because all the comments go to YouTube, but I don't. If I go back to a Facebook page, I don't see it on either of the Facebook pages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
No, because I can't tell which page people are on. I can just see it says
Yeah.
Facebook. So we put tape down the left-hand edge. Now do not put tape all the way around. If you're an all the way around taper, don't do that. Because if you have tape right here, it'll stick to the back of your card that pulls, and it will no longer pull. So just tape down your left-hand edge and then fold it in.
I can tell it came from Facebook because it says Restream Bot,
Yep,
and it doesn't say that for the
for the YouTube ones.
YouTube.
Okay, so now we are ready with that. Now we can bring over the rest of our pieces. And I'm actually going to bring over my personal paper trimmer. And this is a totally up to you thing. So this cover plate covers the whole thing. Now this is from our furry friends. But I like a little border. You guys all know that. She's watching on the Paper Cut Facebook
she's
page.
watching on both. She's watching on Paper Cut and YouTube, but commenting on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So I took a trim off of all sides of this. Now that's up to you. If you want to do it, do it. I'm going to cut about 1/8 of an inch, not quite 1/8 of an inch off of all the sides.
Interesting, Wendy. I see your last comment on Sarah's Facebook page, and I also see it on YouTube. But I don't see that first comment, other than on YouTube. But I know it came from Facebook.
Right.
Confusing?
It's hard to figure out stuff. Technology stuff. So we're going to attach this onto the front. Yay. Brass and Bliss was the one that made this die, so that was a good thing. This was my first die that I used from China, which, because I would never have been able to get it made in the States. And then now the die maker in the States closed anyway, so everybody's getting their dies made in China. But yeah, this was the first one.
Well, hello, Rob. Rob's checking in.
Yeah,
How
and
are
this
you
is
doing?
kind of a game changer for this magic card, because previously, before the die, you could only like stamp on the front or brush blend on the front. So I love having the option to put a layer on the front. Then I'm going to attach my black strip. Now, the black strip, you can, depending on where you place it, if you want to place it up a little bit higher, you can. So it goes to the bottom of the guys. The guys. That's what Ev calls like all of his figurines. The guys. They're all the guys. So if you want to do that, you only put tape on the sides. Because if you tape the whole thing and it sticks to the acetate, then you won't be able to pull it up. You'll have a nice card front, but it won't move. So, or if you put it lower, then you can put it all the way across. So just depending on your placement will depend on where you put your adhesive. I'm going to put mine up a little bit, so I'm going to put just adhesive on the ends. But yeah, I love having the option to use a pattern paper on the front. Because when I did that very first magic card class, like I had to stamp all of those all of the fronts of the magic cards that I used.
Oh, man.
And that class sold like crazy. Now, I had no idea what to expect.
Yes. I can remember. How many kits should we make? Let's make 50.
Yeah.
Let's make
I think
100.
we think
Let's
we
make
sold like
150.
100, yeah. It was a lot. Like when I still remember that very first class shipping those kits, like we had to go around to other like we had to go to different post offices to get more padded envelopes because we did those, remember, in the flat rate padded envelopes, and there's this little post office hub thing up here.
Yep.
Like our post office didn't have enough of them, so then we ended up going around to a different little post office hubs to get padded envelopes because we ran out and we weren't prepared for that.
Rob says we need to make covers for the oval and circle magic cards.
Yes, we do, because those would be good.
For sure.
All right, so this I'm going to stick down the middle. And remember, when you're sticking this on, only stick it to where you're going to, so it doesn't stick to the acetate.
So Rob wants to know how we're all doing tonight.
We are doing great. We're on card number 4.
Four.
4. I
Yes.
think we're on card number 4.
Yes. We are.
All right, so there we go. Our magic card. Then we're going to do our vertical banded Z-fold with the fun unicorn. Because then we're ready for whenever my mom has to leave. Okay, so let's go to the unicorn. So this one I did do a little bit of brush blending, but we'll do that at the end. So we've got this is our vertical banded Z-fold.
Ouch.
Vertical because it's taller. We have the horizontal that goes longer. Everything on this card goes on one side. And there's a lot of pieces here. So we'll kind of get those set up and then we'll do a lot of our taping. Our envelope we can set aside. The unicorn we can set aside. Your words and layer, you can set those aside. Our circles we can set aside. So you have one that's keeping magical, and you might be missing a bottom edge, but we're going to end up cutting that more anyways. And then you have, so these we are going to brush blend, but we're going to set those aside along with this one. When I originally did this card, whatever you put right here flips. So there was a white circle here, but I thought with it Born to Sparkle, we should put some matching glitter paper there. So that's specifically what that's for. Then we have our vertical band. This is a Brass and Bliss paper pad. It's their birthday. I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe Party Time, but I could be wrong. I think I put it in the instructions. And then this is from our Happy Heart paper pad. So let's just start setting this up.
So Sarah, the other day, I can't remember just exactly what day, but probably sometime last week, a woman was at Costco and she said, "Hi Sue, I'm Ann from Beaver Dam." We met her when we did, I don't know, when we went north in Wisconsin a couple of years ago.
Oh, Wisconsin Rapids.
Ann from Beaver Dam.
Oh, okay.
I said, "How did you pick me out here?" She said, "I knew your voice."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So for setting this up, let's set it up with our 2 panels because there's a score in the middle of this panel. Set that up on your left hand side. And because this is a accordion, some scores are going to be right, some scores are going to be wrong. So it doesn't really matter. I think I just leave it with my bump on the inside right here. So I have my bump up. and my 2 panels on my left, my big panel on my right. Let's just set our stuff up first so we know where to attach it. We have our big pink and our bigger white. Then we have our pink that's mostly pink, or our printed layer that's mostly pink. Then we have our pink layers. Then we have our one that has mostly yellow on it, and then our one that has orange and pink. So this was one whole sheet, and that's the order that it was on in the sheet. Actually, this one might go like that. Or might go, I don't know how. Yeah, I think it goes like this. And then with our band, this gets set up opposite. So we have our solid one on this side, and then our 2 short ones on that side. Now you are going to end up having to trim these off because they don't fit, and we end up having to trim this. But first I'm just going to start assembling this. I'm just going to start with adhesive on these pieces. So you're going to do the exact same thing. Start with your adhesing all of those pieces.
Rob says they are out of the 2012 Party Time pad, but should have them back in soon. Once they are back in, I will set them to the discount price.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. This is a lot of white on white, so that's why I turned that, just so I could see, you know, because I've got a white card base and a white background pad. All right, so now we're layering that. And then you can layer that right on the inside of the card. So it's on the solid part. So the solid base right here, that's to the right, and you're going to layer that. All right, then we can go on to these 2. So layering our printed piece to our pink piece, and then to the 2 smaller panels. I better check my computer. Yep, the power's still on. All right, and then we're layering this one onto there.
We sure do, Kathleen. She says the Paper Cut and Brass and Bliss make a great team.
I would totally agree.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do.
Yvette is on. Do you know who Yvette is, Sarah? Rob, you've been carrying on this conversation with Yvette. She
Oh.
said on YouTube, she said, "Is this live?" And Rob stepped up and said, "Yes, it is."
Oh, I don't know that I know Yvette. So welcome if you're new
Yes.
to us.
Yes, this is live. She said, "Oh, cool. I was looking for the link to see the dies," and she subscribed. And Brass and Bliss, and
All right, so folding this, you're gonna fold in and then you're gonna fold back. That's where you get your Z fold from. But let's go ahead and do our band also. So on our band, we're gonna trim it. Like I am doing my band all the way edge to edge, so I'm gonna attach this one to the big one from the score all the way over, and then I'm gonna trim it off. This one, you've got your 2 smaller panels right here. It's opposite. And those you can attach and you can snip where the score, or the other day, like this one I snipped it. But the other day when I did it in person, I just did it right over the score. So that's what I'm gonna do. You can do either. You do you. I think I had a brain fart when I cut these bands, because this would be the link for the horizontal. And yeah, I just flipped that around because I need to attach things going that way just for me. But I will turn it back. But that's why your bands are so long, because I did them, I think in my brain I was mentally thinking horizontal. Okay. And then this one I'm going to attach from the score to the other way, and I am attaching it right over the top of my score. And I'll show you in just 1 second. I'm going to fold that then. So there's a score right here. And I just folded. So this is what I was saying. You could cut that and attach it as 2 separate pieces of paper, or I just folded my score. And then this piece, I'm going to cut 2 about 3/8 inch strips. I'm going to put some of my pieces over here because I've got them on my paper trimmer right now. So I'm going to cut 2 strips of this that's about 3/8 of an inch. Approximately. Or if you want them wider, go for it. If you want them narrower, go for that. Whatever you want to do. All right, and now these are going to attach to here also. And again, you can attach 2 smaller strips, or you can bend it over the score. All right.
Heather, there is not a sale code for Brass and Bliss, but if you go to, hold on, I'm going to post a link here for you.
There, for Brass and Bliss, there's a folder or a collection that Rob created, and then you need, and it's just for our group. So you need the link that my mom posted to find it.
Yep.
Because he put everything in that collection of all of the stuff we're using in all of the classes this week. Including the make and take cards, which the make and take cards I will show next week. Because after this, I need something kind of very mentally easy for me. And so the make and take cards are already done. So that's what we'll be demoing next week and probably the week after. Along with showing you October class. So, okay, so we've got that. I'm just going to, while I've got my tape gun out, I'm going to attach a few things together. I'm going to attach the words together, or at least this main word.
Those links, that link that I just posted is a copy and paste link for Brass and Bliss. For some reason, links don't seem to be working on Facebook, but they work on YouTube.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Who knows? Could be a Facebook thing. And I'm going to cut my magical down a little bit more, and then we'll go to start assembling some of the rest of our card. Okay. So there we go. Now, when you attach this, and I'm just going to talk about it, when you attach it, basically it's folded, but it's opposite. So see how this one has our big panel and then our 2 little panels? Our band is opposite. So it attaches, the big one attaches to one of the little ones, and then the little one attaches. So now, just one thing, like the way it's set up right now, it goes edge to edge on the card. But if you're like, oh, I want to bring that over, don't just bring it over because then it pushes it off. You actually need to physically cut a little bit off of each end. So right now, the way it sits, it attaches edge to edge on the front of your card. But if you want it only going to the edge of the pink, then you need to trim a little bit off. So we're going to put tape just basically you can put tape while it's folded on your little panel and then just on half of your big panel. And with it folded like this, you know exactly where your tape can fall. Like it can't go past that line right there. And if you prefer, you can just take a pen and see I marked that. So we're going to put tape. I'm going to grab my Sharpie. We're going to put tape on this one. And then you're going to put tape right here. And the front one attaches just right to that panel. See how we had their tape? And with the line drawn, you know you are not going to go too far. And then you can just fold this the way it folds, and then fold your card, and it'll attach to that inside for your vertical banded. So I'm going to put tape on my 2 tape areas. And actually, all this time of doing a vertical and horizontal banded Z-fold, I never thought of just drawing my line right there. I always tell you tape about 2 inches. But with it folded, if you just draw your line right there, then you know exactly where your tape goes. See, I just taught myself something after how many years of doing this.
Gosh.
So
So Sarah and Rob, Linda Beyer said she couldn't find the horizontal and vertical joy die in the paper cut folder of the Brass and Bliss website.
Rob, is that one? I think that one's released already. So it should be out there. Hopefully Rob's still on and he can answer that.
if
Because
Rob's
maybe
on-
they're out of stock. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we hope that Rob's here. If he's not, we'll get this question to him.
Okay.
Horizontal and vertical. All right, let's see if I can find
That's
it.
the joy die that we did last night.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that maybe it's a new item, but mine is hanging off slightly, so I just snipped it. So anyways, we have those connected. And then we are going to brush blend these 2 words. So I'm going to pull out my yellow. My yellow ink pad, and you could use a sponge too if you wanted a sponge instead of that.
Oh, it's Thursday class. Joy.
The only thing that I can think of is that they're out of stock.
All right, well, let me go type in joy and see if I can find it.
Because like the ornament panel was a special release for us and isn't being released until November, but I'm pretty sure the joy was released. That's why I would,
Yeah, I see it here, but not on the page, the sale page.
oh, but it is on their regular one?
Yep.
Okay, I will,
The vertical and the horizontal. If that's the same one. 5826. Yes,
okay,
that's it. It's on this regular page.
okay. I'm going to text Rob right now.
All right. It's on the Noel, but I didn't see the, no, I don't see the joy.
Okay, so I just texted him and we'll see if he's, yeah, he might be working with kids and stuff like that right now. So it might not be instantaneous. So anyways, you probably can't see on mine, I used a glitter pen, like just a Stardust glitter pen, and I did some little squigglies on here on this Born to Sparkle. I'm not going to take the time to do it now, but when you're attaching it, I just attached it a little bit hanging off, and see how that Born to Sparkle covers up the words behind it. So you might want to attach this word in there first and attach it, you know, fairly close to the edge right here. And then when you put it on, you want to make sure that that covers it up. Okay, just for placement, because you want to make sure that that gets covered. So I'm going to attach this one in here first. It's up to you. You can do it in whatever order you want. But then when you attach your Born to Sparkle, only put tape on half of it. Oops, I did tape on the top edge instead of the side edge. Hang on. Okay. Born to Sparkle. There we go.
That's what makes every day worthwhile, learning something new, Kathleen, right?
And then I'm going to use foam tape to pop up my, and actually, placement of that so you can read your whole Born to Sparkle. But I did pop that guy up, and I'm attaching my Keep Being Magical there. And then after you do that, you're going to put tape on here and attach that and line up your circles. So okay, so I did that on that panel, lining up at the very bottom edge of our printed, and then I'm going to take adhesive and just put this back to back. Oh, and if it's sticking out of the bottom, trim it off. Mine didn't stick out the first time, but it is sticking out this time. Well, come on, Sarah. You should have not taped it until you made sure that there we go.
Hey, my body's not too bad after working 3 days in a row.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
But you probably don't want to do that all the time.
No, I don't.
Okay, now foam tape on the back of our unicorn. That's one nice thing I like about the Brass and Bliss line is that they have cutesy, which is this, and fun, and they also have elegant and serious. There's some of everything.
Yes. The unicorn card is so stinking cute, Sarah Linda Beyer.
All right, so now we're just going to attach him on there, and then we are going to move on. I think we'll move on to, I think we're going to move on to the Halloween one.
Okay, I have about, let's see, I have about 10 more minutes.
Okay.
I want to get there before my guest gets there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because what time is he meeting you there?
I'm sorry.
What time is he meeting you there?
Well, I don't know. I told him the class was at 8:15, so we'll see.
Okay. So there we've got our vertical banded Z-fold. That's fun. All right. We are going to...
Virginia Hebert said she showed this card to a friend and now I have 6 people who want one.
Oh, really?
That's the way it goes.
All right, we'll go on to this one. Because in class, some people did this one different also. So I just want to show you what they did. So in our little kit, and this is using the photo paper. We did direct to paper or brush blending on the photo paper. That if you ordered 25 in flash sale, you got these layers in class or in as a freebie. So we have our scored card, our photo paper, which we're going to use. We have a white layering swatch, which we're going to put on the inside. So we'll go ahead and we'll put our white layering swatch on the inside before we forget about it. So I'm going to do this a little bit putzier because I'm going to show you what the gals in person did. And then we have our words and our black to back them with. This piece is an extra piece of photo paper that I used to color. Now you didn't get the googly eyes, that was an afterthought. But this is to cut a strip and just do a layer, which I have my extra one from when I did it in person. And then you have your eyes. So what I did on this one was I took this whole background piece, and I'm not going to do that this time, but I am just going to show you in case you want to get started. I took this whole background piece and I did direct to paper with my yellow, and then I let it dry. And then just pretend this is that background piece, and then I kind of set my eyeballs on it. And if I wanted a certain eyeball set orange, I took my orange ink pad or a blending brush or whatever, and I just kind of marked it, you know, because then I knew that area I wanted to make orange. So I had somebody do this all in green, and green looked very nice. But I had a couple gals say, do you have any Post-its? And I said, yeah, I have Post-its, because I always have Post-its. So they masked off a couple eyes and did them, they did 2 sets of eyes yellow. So they masked off and did 2 sets of eyes yellow, and then they did the rest purple, and it looked really cool.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So it took a little bit of masking.
Sarah, when Peggy Paghetti was cleaning her crafting area, she found some quilted cards that she bought from you or me
Uh-huh.
a long time ago. So did you buy those from Sarah, or did you buy them from Paper Creations?
I don't know. But anyway, so now I am going to do that all yellow. I'm going to do my yellow eyes. So yeah, you don't have to do this. You can do the whole thing one color. You can do the whole thing a couple colors. But I just want to show you this cool effect that a couple gals did that were with me in person. And it was very fun. So then they moved their Post-it notes. It was a little putsy. So yeah, this is one that you do what you want to do.
Oh, she thinks she got them at a stamp show in Denver.
Oh,
Well, we did Denver too.
you did a show in Denver with quilted card?
You did shows in Denver?
I did shows in Denver, but I don't know that I ever had quilted card there. I don't ever remember having quilted card there.
I don't think we ever did any stamping shows.
Oh, it was a stamp show? Maybe
That's what she said.
No, maybe I did have some in Denver. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm going to do that part yellow.
Because you haven't taken quilted card out on the road, have you?
We've took some just as a clearance item or a special at a
okay.
couple shows, but I don't remember ever being in Denver with them, but
Okay.
I remember taking them to the Orlando Stamp and Scrapbook Expo years ago.
Beats me. I would have to stop and think. I don't know if I can go back and look at records.
Okay, so that I like that. Yeah, a little bit putsy, but that's okay.
Oh, I like that too.
Now I'm gonna cover up my yellow.
I'm thinking early 1990s. Well, that's pretty interesting because, Peggy, we did not introduce Quilticard until the year 2000, I think. 1999 or 2000. I think all of our copyright dates show 2000 when we first started. I would have to go back and look at that stuff. I wonder.
Okay, so there I masked those off. And now, like I said, I haven't done this. I just saw a couple of girls do this in person. This would be Heather and Andrea. So here we go. And I saw somebody else do it in like lime green and it looked really cool too. And you can brush blend this instead. I'd say the Brass and Bliss ink pads work better for brush blending. This is like a hybrid ink. And on the photo paper it didn't work as well for brush blending, but all right. Okay, now the big reveal. I want that to dry. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah, that looks kind of fun. Oh, I missed the right there and right there on the edge. That's because my mask went all the way over there. Okay. But here we go. I like the yellow eyes. Those were kind of cool.
Well, I can't find what I'm looking for.
I made a big inky mess on my table, but that's okay. All right, so now you're going to attach that. I like that. The eyes
Yeah,
really
I do
pop
too.
out of there. Reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Scooby, Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Oh God, we just.
Because I used to watch Scooby-Doo when I was in college. It like relaxed me. I forgot to put my lid on my thing last night
Yep,
again.
copyright says 2002.
Oh.
2002. Which kits do you have?
All right, I'm attaching this. And remember, you need to color one, you know, if you want to put a strip on it, color another one. Color that little strip.
Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
You want me to close this computer down?
Yes, your computer?
Yes.
Yes,
All
please.
right.
And I still have power, so we're good.
Good night, all of you. It was lovely spending a couple of hours here, and I'll see you Sunday.
Thanks for coming, Mom.
You're welcome, Sarah.
I appreciate it. It was totally unexpected,
Yeah, good.
but it was a very nice surprise.
Good, good, good. I love it.
Have fun at your dance party.
Oh, I will.
Don't stay out too late.
Oh, no, it's a 9 to 11 dance.
Oh, that's kind of late.
8:15 class. So, yeah, it is kind of late, but I'm glad the late parties are on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Because then I don't work on Saturday.
Oh, I got some glue on the front too.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Love
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Okay, bye. Be good. Behave.
Yeah. Yeah, he's younger too.
Oh. Bye.
Like Dave's age. He graduated with Dave.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Okay, have fun. All right. It's always nice seeing other people do something different and then you're like, oh. Now I'm going to have to start watching the comments. But I think this is card 7. I think we have 3 cards left. And then I am going to cut a strip. And then you're going to cut whatever word you want, and I cut a black flag to go behind it. Which Brass and Bliss does have some nice flag dies. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put that down there. All right. But yeah, that's kind of fun. It was a little putsy masking, but... All right, and I'm gonna use the purple word because it matches the purple. All right, so then I'm gonna cut that into a flag. And by all means, if you have flag dies, go ahead and cut them out the right way. Yeah, I thought the purple-eyed card front. So that is Heather and Andrea's idea. They were in person and they did that. And then I am going to pop this up with foam tape. Yeah, my mom loves sharing her love of dance with everybody. She's been trying to get Steve the mailman to go. So we see him every once in a while. He comes in here and she asks him, when are you going to come dancing? So, which is great that she's got that to go do. I mean, she stays up later some nights than I do. I mean, she goes out to her dance lessons at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, no way I'd be going out. I'm like all tucked in, ready for bed almost. All right, then I'm going to pop that up with foam tape. And then yes, if you have googly eyes, those were a fun touch to add too. I found those in my stamp room the other day. Yeah, it was so nice that she came. Alrighty, there. Another one done. I think we're gonna go not inky this time, and we're gonna go to the sympathy card. And I might actually turn my thing over because I feel like I have a lot of ink laying down. I think Dodge thinks I left them. Okay. Yep, I'm still here. I'm still here. He's like, it's later than we're normally here. All right, so in this one you have your envelope. You have your envelope. Here I used gold pearl linen again. And I had a little bit of gold Miri paper left. That's the thinner weight. And I do have a little bit of that will be in comments sold. If I can find it. It was hanging out there before the sale and I didn't do anything with it. So I have to find it and then there will be a little bit of it in comments sold. This is our inside saying. So if you want to attach one on the inside, you can do that. And I did have like a couple people take like a tan ink pad and just color their seagrass a little bit. And if you're weeding this out, you are just going to snip on the sides. I'm going to finish attaching my inside, but you're going to snip that on the side. And yes, I did have a few in-person people take the brown because I put all of the ink pads on every table, so then I didn't have to worry about moving them around. And a couple people did some brown on their seagrass. So I'm going to attach my gold and then my gold pearl linen. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for all of you making her feel so welcome because she loves this. I mean, I started out just having friends, Leah did it for me, Wendy came and did it for me. Then I don't know when my mom started doing it, and then she's just been doing it ever since. And she has a ball. I am not going to color mine tonight, but Wendy cut these and I just told her put them up as high to the top as possible, so you might be trimming off the bottom a little bit. Do your word first and see how much space you have there, and then if you want to trim off your bottom a little bit, you can. Or if it's crooked and you need to trim, but seagrass is never perfectly straight anyways. So just weed that one out. Unfortunately, we all need sympathy cards at some point or another. So I always do them. I was looking for a card the other day and I was seriously lacking, wedding cards, which we are doing a wedding card. Actually, we have 4 cards. We have this one. We have this one and 3 more left. And the wedding card that is in here, I don't even have the sample because I used it already. But yeah, wedding cards I'm seriously lacking. So, and you can cut off more on the sides if you want. So pick out whichever word you want. And trim it down and then attach it to your gold. So I'm going to be off on the side doing that. Every once in a while I'll do just an all wedding class, which I should do. And it could be bridal shower, anniversary, wedding. Actually, the card that we're doing, I used it for a bridal shower. But it would make a good wedding card too. Sea oats. I have never heard them called sea oats. Nope, I've never heard that. Seagrass. That's what I've heard it called mostly. All right. Oh, baby cards. Yeah, that's another one. I don't have many baby cards. Maybe we need to do another life events class. All right, so I am going to pop that up. I did put a little bit of, oh no, I didn't. But you can put little bits of foam tape behind your sea oats, and then you can pop up your With Deepest Sympathy. Pop up whatever you want to pop up, let's just put it that way. Wedding, baby, retirement, yeah. That's what I did in I did a life events that had all that stuff, and I should probably do at least one of those once a year. Especially when you have kids that are at kind of, well, kids that ask you for cards, because my kids do, and they're all at the kind of the age that all of their friends and stuff are getting married. So they're like, hey, do you have a wedding card? Leah had 3 weddings in 1 year, so I made her the same card multiple times. The other day when I had this bridal shower, my mom asked me, do you have a card for me? And I was like, oh, I don't. But I did. I found one that just had love on it, and she used that one. It's unusual for me not to have a card. Oh, retirement that can be used for a man or a woman. Retirement's hard because you don't, sometimes you want to do it around, sometimes you want to do it around what they're interested in. So that's hard with retirement too. Brian's going to retire, so I need to make him a card. LOL, because he's on here. That just means he won't be able to watch my live one night or kit the card. I won't make him kit his own retirement card. All right. All right, there we go. So that's our sympathy card. I think we'll just go on to the wedding card right away. Well, we're talking about it and we were working with gold. And I don't have the sample for this one. But yeah, this one's all gold too. Okay, so in here is the really tiny hanger, so don't lose your hanger. And yes, usually for the warehouse sale, I either do a wedding or a baby. This year I did wedding. Okay, so we are, and it's layering. It's similar colors to the sympathy, but they're pretty. So we're layering that together. Then we have, this is our congrats die that you can use for a baby or a wedding. So I guess if you had a baby die cut, you could put that there, but I used the wedding die cut, or the derby dress from Brass and Bliss. So yes, this, if you have a baby die cut, you could recut that up, cut something else out, and you could make this into a baby card. Or a retirement card, but not with a derby dress. When I did attach this down, if you're ahead of me, I didn't tape down the congrats because the dress is going to end up tucking behind it. So if you're ahead of me, don't tape the word congrats down. And then I did save the on your wedding and attach that on the inside. All right, so I'm going to attach this, attach that down. I'm attaching that onto my opal layer, and then I'm attaching it onto my brushed gold layer, and then onto the card front. All right. Okay, and then that goes on to the card front. And then the dress is die cut out of the Bianco Pearl mirror card. The hanger was really cute. It's part of that derby die set where it's 2 dresses. So I did pop up my dress, and then my hanger, it's kind of hung from the very top of the oval. Okay, so I did just attach this with glue. Just a tiny bit of glue, a little dab will do ya. I think for my words I'm going to get out my micro dots. All right, and then I'm popping up the dress with a little bit of foam tape. Oh, nice, Diane. Your great-granddaughter arrived. How could you change the dress to be pregnant for a congratulations you're expecting? Well, if anybody has any good ideas on that one. I am not sure. I wonder if you could bend it out with a stylus and fun foam, like if you put it down and then used a stylus, kind of how you shape flowers from the back, or die cut a circle in the same Bianco Pearl and then take that and put it on some fun foam with a stylus to make it bubble out and then attach that on. We all want to see the finished card when you're done, if you get that to work. So I did slide the bottom of the dress under the congrats. So there we have that. And then on the inside, we are going to attach the On Your Wedding. "3D baby bump." Yeah, I think a small circle that you use a stylus and bump it out would work. Okay. You all should see my floor. It's got sniblets galore on it right now. All right, here we go. This is my old sheet. There's not many dots left on it. Alrighty, we're almost on to the next one. Feels so quiet in here without my mom here. I like it better when she's here. I was super surprised when she walked in the door. And kind of relieved too. Take a picture of your floor. I'll do that after I'm done. Actually, I don't know if I can post a picture. I don't know how to do a picture in a comment. I must not be that Facebook. Okay. Oh, Rob said that he added the joy to the sale page. So I can't remember who was asking about that, but he did add it. All right, well, sometime I'll have to post a picture of my floor. I did take one, but I can't figure out how to post it as a comment. So anyways, okay, so there's the wedding card. Let's go on to, we'll go on to this one, which is our last brush blending. So this is the die that you got in your kit. So let's talk about the pieces for this one. So for this one, you have your envelope, your card base, you have your die cut happy birthday, which if you leave that in for a minute, it's sometimes easier to color with it in, because I used my ink pads to do that. And then you also have two strips. One is to attach the happy birthday to, and the other one I used the same ink pad that I colored my happy birthday with, and that's what I used for the strip behind it. Okay, so the bigger one, you're going to do direct to paper for your strip behind it. And the little one gets attached to your happy birthday. So now we have to get all of these little suckers out of there. If you have one of these little tools, it kind of works nice to get all of your stuff out. And yep, these are just going on my floor too. And I forgot I actually had this thing until Dave was weeding something out for you all, and he asked if I had one. I'm like, yeah, I think I have one. Or no, actually, he went and found one in my stamp room, and then I found another one. Do it later as a comment. Okay. I tried to comment. I just didn't see where, maybe because I was on my phone and not on my computer. I didn't see like where, because I know how to do it on my computer, but I didn't see the little icon for adding a photo. Oh, and that's the other way I did it. I took a pin and just kind of followed the lines. And that knocked a lot of them out. So different, I mean, you could use, this one is not color specific, so you can use whatever you want. Somebody in person did it as a rainbow. So they did their happy birthday black and the little border strip black, and then they did a rainbow of colors. And I might actually try that because that looked really cool when she did it too. Like she did diagonal rainbow colors instead of just the 3 colors kind of following the circles. So yeah, this one is not color specific, so you can do whatever colors you want. That's why I wasn't really specific on, you know, your ink pad colors. I used a little bit of everything, but I might not even worry about getting all of my holes poked. No, I probably will. I lied. After we had in-person classes, I didn't look at the floor out there, but Brian swept it up. It must have been a mess from all the little weeding. Alrighty. So when I do run on Sunday, we're looking at the map today. We run right by my son's house that has the 2 grandbabies. So that's perfect because they can just actually go out their door and walk to the corner, and we go right by them. I only thought the full marathon went by their house, but the half marathon goes by their house too. All right. So you can brush blend, and then I did take one of my coordinating brush blending colors to do my happy birthday. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. 582603. 582026-03. Okay, we'll see what he says. All right, so for coloring this, I did direct to paper with an ink pad, and I'm going to try to do it black, and I'm going to do the edges of that black too. Oh, scratch that because I don't have a black ink pad in here. So I'm going to use my teal ink pad that I did. So on my layer that goes behind here, I just did a direct to paper to color that edge the same color. And we did that in one other class where I gave you everything white and you just used your inks. All right, so that's going to be, this layer is going to layer on top of that. Perfect. And then for my happy birthday, I believe I colored it while it was still in here. Or you can brush blend it. I just got most of the color on it this way before I And you can add more color once it's out. Or you could do it while it's out if you wanted softer color. This is just going to give you a darker color, which I did want it to pop. Because this one's kind of delicate too, so I didn't want to work with it a whole lot because I didn't want to bend it out of. All right, there we go. And I am going to smoosh it a little bit more. All right, and then I'm going to brush blend my circle-y thing. I might try that, like doing it diagonally, because that did look kind of cool, the way Tammy did hers. All right, I'm going to set that aside to dry. All right, over here, there we go. And then I'm going to brush blend on here. And I am going to grab my yellow and my green. But I might go diagonal and see how that looks. Oh, that's orange. Orange would be pretty too. Okay. That was kind of a big blending brush for that, but that's okay. That's all right. So I've got a smaller green one and a smaller blue one. All right, so just brush blend however you prefer. Oh, I just heard a beep. So I hope I didn't freeze. Okay, I didn't, but I heard something, and usually when we hear like a little beep or something, that usually means trouble. Because we're close to the last card, so I don't want us to go out before finishing. All right, and let's try some green on there. Alrighty, I kind of like that too with the different stripes. Alright. I'm going to add some, I feel like I missed a couple areas, so let's just... Alright, so now this one does go edge to edge. So this one's going all the way edge to edge. And this one, for adhering, you're going to either have to use glue or microdot adhesive or a dot roller. So you don't want to use your big... If you use like your big tape gun on the back of here, your tape's going to be exposed through your circles. If you do that, you could always sprinkle some glitter on it. Like if you put tape on the whole back of here, you could always sprinkle some glitter and you'd have glitter coming through your circles. I don't feel like going there with the glitter tonight, so I've got this cheap old dot roller here. Oh, that's not working. All right, I guess I am doing my, oh no wait, I've got a different dot roller here. That one I'm just going to throw in the trash. This is a dot one. Yeah. I don't usually like to use little dot rollers. We had a discussion the other day about sometimes, you know, adhesives come off, especially the cheap ones. But yeah, actually if you had any of that double-sided adhesive sheets, you could do that behind here. Or sticker paper behind here and then sprinkle the whole thing with glitter. Just don't give it to somebody that's anti-glitter. Like my daughter-in-law is anti-glitter. That would be cruel and unusual punishment if I gave her a card with glitter. But yes, you could stick the adhesive sheet on there and then sprinkle glitter on it and you'd have all your glitter coming through. Alright, so now I'm going to attach that to the card front. Yeah, if you like glitter or you know somebody that likes glitter, that's a really good idea. I bet also that mirror card would look good behind there, or glitter paper if you didn't want to go with the glitter, the actual glitter. I bet that would look good on there too. All right, so now we have this, and we're going to stick our white to it. So yeah, that kind of pops by doing it at the darker, you know, the same tone or the same ink pad. You just laid it down direct to paper, so you got a nice dark color that pops off of it. I like glitter from afar. Yeah, or put on glitter cardstock, yes. Then you don't have to deal with the actual glitter. I bet holographic would look nice on there too. I am going to trim this a hair. Well, I'm going to attach my happy birthday to it. Well, I'm going to trim just a hair off of there, just because I want to make it inside so it doesn't go all the way to the card edge. On my sample, it goes all the way to the card edge. I'm not a fan. I like it at least a little bit on the inside. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my happy birthday and I'm going to attach it. And then I'm going to trim that off. So this I'm probably going to do with my micro dot adhesive. My new one that I just got out the other day. All right. And this one is a pretty delicate die, so when you're pulling it off of a micro dot adhesive sheet, just pull gently. All right, there we go. And then you may have to form it when you put it back down, because now it's all sticking to my fingers. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, maybe too much adhesive on this one is not a good thing. It's not coming off though. I can guarantee you that. Okay. All right, I'm going to push from the back because my fingers are a little adhesived. And then I am going to pop that up. I might cut a little bit more off the sides. Okay. All right, now I'm going to pop that up with foam tape. And then you can attach your gems wherever you would prefer. Oh, I think Rob, he did get back to me, so I think he fixed it. So Linda, if you can let me know if he fixed it, that would be great. Because he said he forgot about that one, so. Oops, I just dropped my gems onto my floor. these gems are attached in one big long strip. So I'm snipping in between each one, but I'm not snipping all the way through the strip. So then I can hopefully just pull them off one at a time. And it depends on how wide your strip was cut, whether you have enough room to do that or not. But I got my eye, that's the important one. And then I just randomly did some wherever. Come on, you little bugger. The joy die is fixed. Yes, my order is placed. Nice. I mean, I work a lot, but Rob, he works a lot. Oh my gosh. He's like always working. But that's kind of what you have to do sometimes when you have a small business. Okay, there we go. Our happy birthday. We have one last one, a guy card. This one is a 7 windows die from Brass and Bliss. And this one in the kit, let's go through the kit. You have your envelope, of course. You have your card. You have your silver mirror card. And then you have your black. And you have your 7 window panel, which you don't need the ones that are in there. So you can pop those out, but you can use them. You have your bag of dies, or yeah, your bag of tools, I mean. And then you do have, I gave you some foam tape because it's narrow foam tape that can fit on here. You probably don't have enough to connect the dots, but you have quite a bit. So, and then you have a printed strip, which we are attaching behind those two and then behind this little one. So this you can just kind of snip. So you just need to attach it behind those two. Unless you want to attach it behind more, you can do that too. Like you could attach it behind this big one if you wanted. Oh, hang on a second. Dodge is getting into something. Okay, he was fed dinner, but this was in the garbage, and he went and pulled it out, and he thought he could get more treats out of it. But it's empty, so I will give him treats when I get home. Oh my goodness. I heard him. I heard like something crunching, and usually he doesn't go in the garbage, so that is, yeah. Yeah, Dodge. But we're here way longer than we normally are, so he's probably like, hey. I am attaching, I'm just using the glue on the back to attach my printed layer. Dodge. Now he's coming in here. Like, you took my bag away from me. Sorry. Sorry. Yep, I put them in the garbage in here. Alright, so I attached those in there, so I attached those. And now I am going to use my foam tape and pop up all the way around. Like I said, it might not be enough to go all the way around, but you can cut it into smaller little areas. Well, this is some sticky foam tape. Alrighty. Oh, crafting tools. Yeah, like scissors, tape runner, tool, water brush, stylus, just a brush in general. Markers. So I'm attaching this onto my black, but I think I'm going to attach my black and my silver onto the card base first. So I have that all ready to go. But I think I'm going to attach these onto my card base so that I'm not fighting with the bumps of the paper to attach, you know, after with all that foam tape on it. So I'm just going to attach these first. And then I will attach that second to last and then the tools last. All right. All right, and then I'm going to push it from the, make sure you have a clean surface. And then I am going to get my regular foam tape out, which I have sitting here right here next to me, and get my tools out. And yes, the word saying goes with craft tools too. But yes, we need some craft tools. Because there's no such thing as too many tools. course you need 3 scissors and 4 adhesives and everything else. All right, one more piece of narrow tape. And we're almost calling it a wrap here. I'll have to tell Rob that you guys all want tools. Only 3. Kathleen, are you missing some tools? Or was that only 3 in response to something else? Because I can send you tools if you're missing tools. So I think he might have a stamp that says sawdust. I think on one of the stamps, or they used to have a stamp that said that, Virginia, I think. And now you can attach your tools however you want. And then that was the Woods and Metals pad, that one piece of pattern paper in there. Only 3 scissors. I have 3 scissors sitting right here at my table. A big one, a little one that happens to have adhesive on it, and another little one that cuts better. So, and I have 2 water brushes, glitter pen, a bazillion blending brushes, 2 tweezers. Yeah. All right, so let's get our cards laid out for tonight. See if we can fit them all 10 of them. Ooh. Almost got them all. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys, tonight for Cards. And we will see you on Sunday for our last hurrah. 6 o'clock. I'm trying to start at 6, but I'll probably get on about 10 minutes early just to answer questions, go through whether people are registered and all that stuff. So who has the most wins? I don't know. So thank you. Yeah, it has been fun. I'm tired, but it's been fun. And we will see you on Sunday. Thanks much, guys, and have a great night. Oh, she who has the most wins. I read that wrong. So the most tools. I don't know. That would be interesting to see who has the most tools. So anyways, thanks much, guys, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.